George Archibald Welcome Center. This is the first exhibit people will see when they enter. This is the Sandhill Crane exhibit, and on the wall to the left, we have depiction and photos of all the cranes of the world, all 15 species of cranes. We wanted to start with the Sandhill cranes because most people in North America are familiar with Sandhill cranes, and Sandhill cranes have an incredible comeback story. They actually almost went extinct in the late 1940s. As a matter of fact, there were a little over 70 bonded pairs of Sandhill cranes in Wisconsin. And now you can see by this photo how they have indeed come back.
I think their names are Groot and Rocket. They were born during the year when I think Guardians of the Galaxy or Marvel was the theme for naming chicks. So they were originally part of the Pod, the big circular exhibit. They got their new exhibit, which has a new water feature, and it's open air. It also has this lovely indoor viewing area. And it's really cool because first thing in the morning they're up against the glass and they're like, where's the people? Star cranes are the tallest flying birds in the world.
Oh, the wind turbines?
Yeah, those. So as more of this stuff gets mechanized, they get disturbed. They become more disturbed. They get chased off to their nesting sites.
Look at the pattern on this.
Yeah.
So he's doing what comes naturally. And soon he's going to make a purpose thing. He's trying to shoo us away. He's like,
Yell
go
at us.
away. Yep. My house, go away.
Does he have a man?
Yep. On the nest back in the back. Yeah, she's over there. You see that moose up there? She's like down at 4 o'clock in the shade.
Oh, I see her.
Right, she's on the nest over there.
I feel like he's gonna start climbing.
I need a holler.
So a lot of pair bonds do mirroring behavior, so they'll do the exact same thing at the same time. Our Sandhill cranes are a huge success story. There's almost over 1 million of them in the wild. They're on the least concern on the endangered species list. And we use them as our, I guess a baseline is what we want to call it, for conservation for other cranes around the world. This is where we want all of our cranes to be at. 99% of the population inhabits South Africa, especially in the Drakensberg area. It's kind of like the Great Plains. It's flat, it's dry, it's hot. And as you can see this lovely picture on the sign here, they just plop their eggs on the ground and call it a day.
Hope for the best.
Unlike other species of birds, cranes do co-parent. They'll take turns, they'll help build nests, they'll help incubate, they'll help raise.
What I see, which is lovely, is that all of the birds pairs have a water setting now, and they didn't have that before. They were taken care of, but they were in kind of a caged, chute long area, and you got to see them, but this is so much more enjoyable for us and for the birds.
Early in the morning, sometimes they're like right here by the pond. The black crown cranes and the gray crown cranes are seen as very regal, and so people take them as pets as a status symbol. Go through certain steps to make sure that they hand over their cranes. During the summertime, they'll breed in the summertime in northern Asia, Mongolia, parts of Europe, and they'll winter. Most of them are in India, parts of them are in Africa, and they'll actually fly over those huge mountain systems to get there.
We've been wanting to come up here for a long time, at least a number of years, and last year it was closed, so we heard that they were opening this weekend, and we're excited to come up, and it's a beautiful facility. We feel very lucky to be able to hop in on a tour like this.
Even though we've learned a lot about Sandhill cranes from where they live, because they live near our house, I'm still really excited about what the chicks do after they hatch, like the first one after they hatch.
So back there, all the little green fences and little building, that is our main breeding facility. We call it Crane City. Any cranes that are not on exhibit up here are actually back there. Currently, we house anywhere between 110 and 120 birds.
Well, I think it's really nicely done. It's obviously the work they're doing is important, but to be able to display it this clearly, and it's a big help that we stumbled into having Reagan give us a tour, which we weren't expecting, and that's been really helpful. So yeah, it's a beautiful facility. We love to go to zoos and parks and things, but this seems like a really particularly nice one, especially given it's so specialized.
That was a rough feather thread display, making himself look bigger. Yeah. Oh, that too. Oh, okay. Right, back off.
It's just impressive that so much thought and science and planning has gone into doing the right thing for the birds and educating the public.
I think it's been wonderful. I think guests are really, really excited to see the new exhibits. There's more space for the birds and more space for people, so plenty of room to social distance and safely see all the cranes of the world here at the International Crane Foundation.